Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Spacing Out with Doomepitaph. So, today's just gonna be a short run to floor... I don't remember what it's called. The biofuel reward room. I'll figure out the name when I check the map in a minute. I know it by position, but not by name. Haven't checked the login yet today. Let's have a see. Alright. Is that good? Oh, hello, dead memes. Welcome. Oxygen free. Yeah. Figured it wasn't gonna be great. Oxygen free and beryllium look a lot alike. It looked like beryllium to start with, but that number didn't make sense. 10,000. No, doesn't make sense. Oh well. I actually got lucky with the hernia login this week. There was a ×5 carbon fiber for death metals available, and I took it. And there was also a free death metal carbon fiber ×1, and I added that to, I guess, the shopping list. So managed to pick up 6 carbon fiber from the hernia machine this week. Running a bit low on death metals. I've been wasting a lot going against Palewind and get my ass kicked. This is actually my hard mode Palewind fighter, Fred, my other defender. He's gonna be deleted when I'm done with Palewind, actually. He's just here for Palewind. When I'm done farming him, I'll delete this guy. Make some space in the freezer. So, this is my Nightmare Palewind build. A bit of defensive decals, heavy tank, diamond, barbarian, golden heart, because there's a lot of dodging and sprinting involved, and the missing decal slot is the hockey stick, the hockey addict decal, which I peel off and attach to Fred when it's his turn to fight. So yeah, hard mode I do with a defender, and nightmare mode I do with the striker. That's what they're called. Yeah, I could do both with a striker, but I like the idea of being able to slack off a little bit on the second fight, so it's a bit stressful going in for nightmare. And then we take it easy afterwards on hard mode. Still get my ass kicked though. Yeah, so today I hope to find some biofuel so I can upgrade some Palewind armor. It's on, what's that floor? Kibarase? No, that's wood. Fua. So, what is that? 1 combat floor less than otherwise? Oh hey, Face Punch. Welcome. Yeah, let it die. It's a game you should play in moderation, especially in its current state. So, I haven't had much time the last few days to look up the stream where they had a stream recently talking about stuff, and there's been, well, new game features and stuff announced. I haven't been able to find the stream. I was checking the Gung Ho America, but they don't stream there anymore, it seems. So yeah, and I have to find where they're streaming lately and check it out. So I don't have any new info, unfortunately. If anyone was tuning in for the news, you will be disappointed. I don't have any news. I don't know what the latest info is on Let It Die. Yeah, you should. You should take deals for everything except the aluminium, and even that. I guess it depends on how much you've got stock in your bank. I think about 10 of all the rare materials is a nice number to try and be above consistently. What kind of armor I'm gonna use? Well, might as well get on the right fighter first. Yeah, I'm gonna change all those decals. So, Loretta... It's very hot outside. It's like 33 degrees. Good thing I got that air conditioning set up. Sprinter. Giant killers. Where are they? Ah, damn it. Oh, there's this. Okay, it is called Giant Killer. That's such a silly name. Why not just call it Giant Slayer? There's far more Giant Slayers in the world than Giant Killers. I'm sorry to hear that, Face Punch. Hope you're taking care of yourself alright. And if you can keep out of the heat and keep hydrated.
Oh, how I've been waiting for you. Fellow believer in the power of the mushrooms.
What the hell am I doing? I'm on the wrong fighter again. Wait. I just need to purchase that decal. That's what I'm doing here.
Fellow believer in the power of the mushrooms. Are you sure?
Yes. 100%. There we go.
Mushrooms, there's no glory.
So, as you may have been able to tell on my channel, I've been playing a lot of anime lately and enjoying it quite a lot. The second anime game might as well, it's got just about the same title as the first game, just they added a bit to it, and it is almost the same as the first game. Like, so much is the same about those two games. The whole combat system, probably the game engine, all of the menus, the save system, the way you save. Just... I wonder if they sorted out some issues with the first game. Yeah, it's a real fun game. Like the game series, well, of which there are two so far, I believe, is quite enjoyable. It reminds me of Darksiders. It's got like a bit of Metroidvania in it. Actually, I'm gonna get this thing installed before she just confuses the hell out of me by
Are you sure?
talking at me.
Sure?
And Poison Eater, of course.
Are you
Nope.
sure? Are you sure?
Yes. Come on.
Come again.
I guess not much Metroidvania though. Not really. But it does have like, there's a bit of backtracking. I shouldn't call it Metroidvania just because it has a little bit of backtracking. It's got some minor secrets. The puzzles and the secrets in the game are not very high level. They're very simple to figure out. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't remember who it was, but someone recently made a comment on my videos. They said it was like Nier, and I agree completely with that. Anima Gate of Memories is a lot like Nier, like the first Nier Gestalt. The games try all kinds of different things. They have like quests, puzzle elements, combat, RPG elements, all kinds of stuff just mixed in. It's like a mixed bag, a jack of all trades. They try all kinds of interesting concepts, but ultimately the game has a very unpolished feel to it. The Anima Gate of Memories. Like, you see sometimes voice acting is a bit off with the text that's actually there. And I think I caught one of the lines of dialogue being voiced to have mentioned the tone in which that they had to voice that line of text. They mentioned the tone like after the text that they had said. So yeah, I don't know. They make some mistakes, but it's got its charms. They added some posters. Yeah, this is Halloween. I set up a Halloween poster because there's so much customization you can do with your waiting room, but I haven't got most of it because it all costs death medals and I don't want to spend real money, so I don't have a lot of it. What I have got, I got just to showcase it. In fact, I spent a lot of death medals to buy things to just showcase. Well, showcase to show off and make videos about. One of those things would be... where is it? I don't think it's... well, here's one. The last paladin armor, ew, is one of them. That's the one with wings. What else? Oh yeah, here. The Sengoku armor SBT. And... DIY attack. Did I get that one? I may not have gotten that one. I may not have purchased all of them. Just a couple. Ha! Well, thanks for the offer, Face Punch. Yeah, I mean, you can almost trade items with people in this game. You can trade weapons and armor, just not resources. But yeah, I have gone through some wasteful periods in this game. I'm extremely savvy with my death medals now. Let's see, just gotta sort this character out so we can go and climb. I'll carry on talking as we continue. Life shroom, that's one. Red napalm. Some weapons. +4. Yeah, might as well use the one that's already in use. There we go. I've got a lot of gear in my bank and I'm saving a lot of it just for easy reference sake. Like I've got a +4 Jackal Blaster that's empty. There's no point in keeping it, but I figured might as well just to know how to, you know, to know how much damage it does. Base level. Well, not base level, you know, the first tier Jackal. To have a quick access to the information. Does 437 when at +4, which takes a ridiculous amount of resources. I don't think that number is realistic though. I think a lot of the Jackal weapons and the Death Scythe do more damage than advertised. Yeah, I also keep a lot of the first level stuff just to be able to compare it in damage to how much it increases. So I've got the Medusa base level still surviving. I've got a base level Mordor Bobslayer just to see how much it increases. Bobslayer went up like a ton, doubled in damage to +4. I know I can sell all this stuff, but I don't. I want to keep it as easy reference. Yeah, it's a poison weapon, but it doesn't act like it should. I'll show it off quickly. I mean, I'll run floor 1 with it quickly. Just checking if I'm prepared to go. Yeah. There we go. The rage doesn't matter. Bobslayer. Actually, last run I had a bunch more attacking decals on me. Oh well. Should be good anyway. So let's see if we can get a good look at this weapon. It's like a mythical creature. It's like the Medusa of legend. It's the offhand weapon of Black Thunder, the Forceman. And this is how it works. It's a poison weapon. It does, well, more than half of its damage is poison, and the other half is pierce. 2500 fully upgraded, and it shoots in a straight line and screams and laughs, and when it collides with anything it returns to you. And you can only use the weapon when it's not been thrown. So I'm pressing the attack button now and it does nothing because the Medusa head is out, and now I can use it again. If you press the attack button again after you've thrown it, she takes a speed boost. And there's a decent amount of tracking in it. This is people's favorite TDM defense weapon right now. Did I just hit myself with that weapon? Okay, I want to test something. I've always wondered if you can poison yourself with the Medusa head. I've got to test that. Comedy pie? What are you talking about? Escalator to heaven? Do you know something we don't? I haven't watched the brief, like, explanation about the updates and stuff coming in Let It Die, so I'm kind of out of the loop at the moment. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt that you can poison yourself with this. That would be too good. Nope, doesn't look like it, actually. Nope, never mind. Oh shit, that's not a good shroom to eat. Oops. Go away, you tasty looking shroom. Don't want to make the same mistake. So yeah, this weapon, it's a long range poison dealer. It's much stronger in TDM than anywhere else. It's stronger in TDM defense because you get poisoned by it. The enemies, they get poisoned by it too. Only problem is they don't care about poison as much as you do. Like, even if the top floor's haters didn't not care about poison, and they do not care about poison, if they did care about poison, this weapon is broken when it comes to its poison. Oh yeah, look at that. It'll randomly track to beasts as well. I thought it was a real creative weapon when Black Thunder was first out and people were getting this weapon. Unfortunately, I think it's going to a beast again, or it's going to that guy. It's got a maximum range, I'm sure. Yeah. It's got a punching attack. Off you pop. There goes hater fight. probably really low level. It doesn't do much damage, and especially if your guard against it is really, really weak. No, the problem I have with the Medusa head is it poisons enemy haters, but they don't throw up if they get poisoned by the Medusa head. Any other poison weapon, you poison an enemy hater and they'll throw up, but with the Medusa head, for some reason, they don't care about that poison. You can reset the Medusa head after you throw it by swapping weapon. Which is what you should probably do if you are using the weapon. You throw it, wait till it hits its target, and instead of waiting for it to return, you swap around and then throw it again. It's much faster than waiting for it to return to your hands. Which channel is that stream on, actually? I was checking the Gung Ho America YouTube channel, but I couldn't find their stream on there. So I guess they must be streaming somewhere else now. They actually completely messed up Black Thunder weapons. They are the worst Forceman weapons. Oh, it's on Twitch. Is it Gung Ho on Twitch? Who is it? Or if you give me the name of the Twitch episode. Or the channel, or anything. Let's see. Yeah, I'm good to go. Just need to get rid of this Medusa head. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good to go. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, then I can finally catch up with the info. Good. And we're off. Yeah, I've been getting my ass handed to me by Pale Wind lately. Just not being aggressive enough. You should be countering after like every one of his attacks, and as soon as possible, and not get hit by his counter attack. Because if you spend any amount of time not attacking him or baiting out an attack from him, you'll probably end up out of time. Same problem as Black Thunder. Got to be hyper aggressive to get him down within the time limit, which makes you make mistakes because you try and bait out attacks and he catches you with all kinds of bullshit because you're rushing. I'm pretty tired. Haven't slept well the last few days. Alright, off we go. Yeah, it's been the start of a heat wave is always the worst, because you take a minute to acclimatize to the new temperature. Like, hey, you used 20 something degrees, oh, it's all of a sudden 30 something now. So get used to that. So yeah, anyway, I don't know much more to say about the anime games. They are quite stylish. They seem rather short. You can finish them quickly. And I had to play through Anima Gate of Memories multiple times to get the Platinum Trophy. Okay, so you were stuck because locked gates were in your way. Was it on floor 30 to 40? Because 30 to 40 has a bunch of annoying locked gates. Actually, the final boss counts as a gate unlock ticket. Cool. Fire weapon already. Yeah, the 30 to 40 areas are really annoying. Like, I've always said Candlewolf is one of the funnest zones to progress through, but one of the more annoying zones to run back through if you're farming. Terrible to farm Candlewolf, fun to explore and progress Candlewolf. The 30 to 40 milk zone is just the opposite. It's hell to progress, but really fun to go back and farm in it. If you defeated all the bosses and you've got all the gates unlocked, it is a really fun to go back and farm in, because they've made it pretty easy to traverse all the floors, and the way they're linked together, there's a lot of logic in it. Let's say you're going on a short route, you're looking for the shop, you're going to the dead end golden trap room as well for red medals, and yeah, you're just looking for all-round materials. You go to Togose and you can tell which route is the way to go to Katsuma, from which is the escalator that has either the furthest or the closest the trash can next to the escalator, and you just remember which one it is, and then you'll go that way. So that's the way you can figure out which way to get to Togose, well, from Togose to Katsuma every time, the right direction. Katsuma is really close to Uchinobu. Let's see, Koshiyama and Katsuma are closer to Uchinobu than Nitanda. Nitanda's the furthest from Uchinobu. As an escalator. Well, probably U10. I've got some U10 videos. If you've been following my Let's Play, there's some tips on how to defeat U10. Without overpowered gear, I might add. Eventually I don't know, you get used to that boss. You just need a decently strong weapon. You need to know where the weak spots are. Like when she'll very often start the fight doing a drop kick at you, and you can dodge that and hit her right in the tail straight after, and pretty much almost one-shot her. And it's kind of ridiculous how easy she gets once you master it. You didn't open anything. That doesn't make sense. But you know, if you wanna check if your game's bugged, you could always go to my kill videos on my Let's Play and see see the unlocks that I get. If you don't get the same pop-ups, maybe your unlocks were bugged out or something. You mean the red hot iron? U10 is not the easiest boss to use the iron on. Against her corpse, I mean a torso, it's okay, but against her tail it's pretty difficult to hit sometimes. Yoink. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for in this floor. Not really any kind of material I need, I think. Ow, I've been hit by lethal poison. And again. Come here, you. Poison, yeah. Nope. Yeah. There we go. I'm not gonna bother looking at those fish. Don't really need any. Well, it is fun. The gameplay is fun when everything goes right, when you don't get ambushed. But what's not fun about Let It Die is that it takes you multiple runs to the top floors to find anything nowadays. How did you lose me? Yeah, it's really too difficult to farm the top grade materials. Curse blast. But yeah, I'm not really going wild with Let It Die. I'm just playing it sporadically. We're playing a hell of a lot of Gates lately. The game has a very old school feel to it, you know? Back in the day, games were not polished. They were broken, incomplete, imperfect creatures, you could say. Like, a lot of games would give you in-game, well, some games would give you debug modes, some games would give you cheats that you could use, or there were hidden cheats online you could find, or in games magazines or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how long it would take me to level up, well, max out the Forceman gear. If I wanted to. If I wanted to really stick in and try and get it maxed out completely, I have no idea how long that would take me. And I've got a feeling it would make me want to just quit the game straight up. Wouldn't surprise me if it would be a week of just day in, day out, spending all day going to floor 50, looking for the materials and just not finding them. Okay, so it's the same user just on Twitch this time. Alright. Thanks for the info. I'll definitely check that out. Done with you as well. A better fire weapon. Yeah, Animative Memories. It's like Devil May Cry as well, slightly. It's kind of like an actiony, supernatural hack and slash with a lot of charm, cool visuals, and good background music as well, good atmosphere. And one of the features that reminds me of Devil May Cry is the combat makes you want to get better yourself. Whenever you mess up, or whenever you don't have a really good combo going, you just want to improve yourself and figure out how to better deal with the enemies and play through the game multiple times. And just like back in the day, you'd buy a game and play it for months. And because games were so short, you'd play through it multiple times just for the hell of it. Well, yeah, if you want to get back started again, I'd say keep an eye on the wars, and when there is a war, participate and try and get as high rank as possible, and then log in every week. In fact, you don't even have to play Let It Die nowadays. You have to just log in every day to check the daily hernia offer, and log in every week to get your weekly TDM rank reward and your set. Actually, I'm going to quickly check the timer on the quest. Okay, so in 2 days they're gonna give us the drill. I guess on Monday they're gonna give us the TDM drill reward if you're diamond. But on my main account I've been diamond for forever. It would be a really freak accident if I would not be diamond at this stage. But yeah, I'll definitely, you know, on Sunday I'll give a quick look on both accounts and try. I might spend a bit of time on Sunday getting my Let's Play account as high as possible. Maybe even try and get it into diamonds to get the diamond reward, TDM drill for this season. Next season is going to be an interesting reward at the end. Or not at the end. Is it like, yeah, actually, what is that? I've seen a deep diver set and a flamethrower as TDM reward for next season. It's probably going to be the golden bag and silver bag rewards blueprints that they're talking about. That would be cool, because that means the flamethrower is going to become available on Monday. Anyway, there's way too much going on with these games as service type deals. Just look at like Monster Hunter World. If you want to farm out everything in Let It Die and Monster Hunter World, or I'll put it this way, if you're playing 2 games as service, then yeah, what the hell are you gonna do? Takes a ridiculous amount of time. Especially a lot of the stuff in those games is farming. Screw you. Yeah, you should get back into the TDM because they've made it fun. You don't lose anything in TDM now if you die. For decals and items, I mean. So anything you have on your death bag and all the decals you have, they stay. You don't lose them. Your fighter can also not get captured. They get sent back on the toilet rocket after 4 hours. And yeah, it's much easier to get rank now. In fact, waiting for a war and going and farming rank during a war is a really good way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Also, they usually have very long TDM season quests which require you to do 100 raids. So yeah, like this season is almost ended, but next season I'd say, well, next season starts this coming Monday. Monday this season is finished, and for those who have diamond rank are going to be rewarded the top grade drill arm TDM version. But when the next season starts, I'd say definitely pick up that seasonal quest, defeat 100 people in a raid. And pretty much how I do it is I wait for a war to happen. And I have the 100 raids won quests, and then I just do 25 raids in one go. And you can track them easily because you know you'll have that quest, so you can see how much you've done. And then you really kill many birds with 1 stone. You're progressing on your own personal TDM rank to get a higher, you know, medal, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. You're progressing in the TDM war points. With high enough points you get those free death medals if your team wins. You're progressing on the seasonal quests, and you're making kill coins and spliffium. It's a win-win. Oh yeah, I've got a badass defense. You can't win against me. I'm in diamond though, so if you want to see my defense you have to get to diamond to test it out. Cook that goose. Yeah, but TDM was a bit too trolly and unforgiving. Like, I remember back in the day, and even I'm guilty of this, whenever I managed to get anyone capturable, I'd always go for the guy clad in full Forceman gear. Like if I had two fighters of the enemy that could be captured, one of them was wearing Forceman and one of them was wearing just normal tier 4 stuff, I'd pick up the guy with Forceman and take him away, because I know that would cost them the most to recover from. And I'm sure a lot of people did as well. And yeah, it was a messed up situation trying to recover. That's why I didn't bother to set up any defense, because I'm like, yeah, why would I set up Forceman armor defense if they defeat them and bring them with them? You've lost all that stuff. You're tanky. Well, farming... TDM is much more fun to farm at the moment, Face Punch. They've redone their point system. Now you actually get bonus points for every defender that you defeat. So let's say you're going up against an annoying super low rank guy, but he's got 9 defenders. Every one of those defenders you defeat gives you bonus TDM rank points, and that bonus can really add up high. So you can go up against someone who only gave you like 9 points in TDM or 5 points, but his bonus for the amount of defenders he has is like 50. So you really, yeah, you get rewarded for defeating many defenders in TDM. And that way it's not, you know, as annoying as it used to be. It doesn't take as long to rank up. Of course, the higher you get, the more difficult it gets, and getting into Diamond is definitely the hardest slog. It's much quicker to get to Platinum. Yeah, I'd say it's as difficult to get from Bronze straight to Platinum as it is to get from Platinum to Diamond. The jump is really severe. For going from Platinum to Diamond, it really is a bit of effort. But honestly, I think they've redone the system so much that you don't get raided that often. So I've been on this account, I rarely do any TDM at all, and I've been able to just stay in Platinum without doing any TDM. I don't do raid, I don't participate in wars, I do nothing, and I'm able to just stay in Diamond. I do win the occasional defense, but I very rarely get attacked. You just have to be aware that every week they drop your rank to the lowest in your medal rank. So if you're Diamond 1, you get dropped to Diamond 3, and I mean just on the barrier of Diamond 3. So I'm not exactly sure what points it requires. 3,600? Let's say 3,600 for Diamond 3. You get put right on 3,600. So if anyone wins against you that week and you don't play, then you're gonna, the next week at the TDM point reset, you get put down to Platinum 3. And if again someone wins against you and you don't play for another week, the next weekly reset, they'll put you down to Gold 1. And that way you can get into a severe spiral of losing rank. But you know, so long as you log in every once a week to just check your rank, that not some cheeky troll has knocked you down by 1 point, then you should be good. Yeah, I've got decent stuff now, but I've often got like a stupid amount of resources on me, and I don't care when I log out. It used to be that you cared if you had a lot of resources to not have it and to log out. Excuse you. Actually, none of your bullshit. Alright. My god. Okay, do your worst. Hit me. I don't care. You can have this durability. You can have it. I really have no patience for the Kamas bastards. Absolutely none. Okay, where the hell am I? Saya, aluminium only. The next floor is cloth, is it? I think it's cloth only. We'll see. Damn troll. Yeah, this is aluminium only. Alright. Where's that frog? Actually, I'll use you to get poison. Alright. What was I talking about? Leveling up in TDM? Yeah, it's not as annoying as it used to be. And the rewards are really good. You actually have... They give you reward bags, depending on your rank. And if you're high up in Platinum and in Diamond, you get... What is it? A Platinum reward bag? And those have the top tier game resources in them. Might as well. I mean, I wouldn't recommend spending too much time in the game to anyone lately, but as long as you're having fun with it, and if you're in a grindy mood, knock yourself out. Of course, getting to TDM Diamond is beneficial for anyone, because you can really stay in Diamond for a long time lately before people knock you back down. Actually, I'm just gonna go to the next floor. I'm done here. No resources I care about. I actually wasn't bothered with TDM for the longest time. And my friends kept telling me I have to not slack and get to Diamond, because there's just benefits for being in Diamond. You get so much rewards on the weekly, it's ridiculous. It all stacks up really good. And then you've got those TDM season rewards, those blueprints, and there's no reason to not get the best one possible. Especially with how long you can just stay in Diamond. You don't get raided often at all. Not anymore. Come on though. Squish. But yeah, I say all this and I am enjoying other games as well, besides Let It Die. Okay, I know which floor this is. This is floor 2. Maybe. Wow, nice perfect guard. Sounds like a friendly neighborhood. Let's see, what do I got here? You can go to hell. I'll take you instead. Fluffy, also good. Actually, there you go. Candle of red. Apparently I need that, so I'll take it. Okay, gotcha. Defender, took some fire. Okay. You've been dealt with. And actually, I haven't properly explored this floor. This could have been replaced by a shop, but it wasn't. I'm just gonna make sure I am not missing out on anything important. Yeah, this is a carbon fiber floor. Okay, just confirming none of these resources are carbon fiber, and then I'll continue. Because sometimes I get hella distracted. Okay, it's good. Carrying on. It's quite possible that one of the oil-only type floors is going to be replaced by a shop, and we'll only have the reward room remaining at that point. So I might make it just one run today, because I'm really tired. Let's see. So yeah, I'm enjoying Anima. It's a stylish game made by very few developers. It has some interesting aspects to it. It's got a cool atmosphere that I appreciate. And yeah, I'm having fun with it. I probably will want to get the Platinum Trophy for the second game as well. So I've seen people streaming this game called Death's Gambit, which is like a 2D Souls-like or Souls-inspired game. People comparing it to Sultan Sanctuary, just a little more colorful. Also created by very few developers. Very much an indie game. They say they're inspired by Dark Souls and it wears its inspiration on its sleeve. However, the developers say they're fixed some issues that they see inherent in the Dark Souls games, or Souls games in general. And they've got a bunch of different starter classes. You can choose an item to bring with you when you start as well, just like straight out of Dark Souls 1. or just like the Dark Souls games, the Dark Souls series in general. Did that not hit you? And yeah, it does look like 2D Dark Souls in many ways. Oh, hello. Might be cool. Ugh. Actually, poison, I'm okay with poison. But yeah, that did a decent amount of damage to me though. So yeah, I've been watching some, they have some influencers promoting the game. A few, they did that, like certain developers do that every now and then. And I only really notice it because I'm following the Souls content creators. And I see when they're paid to promote games by developers who are creating a Souls-like experience. You saw it with Indie Mouse promoting The Surge as a mechanical, I guess, sci-fi Souls. I think he may have called the video Sci-Fi Souls. And they made a shirt of in-game, although it may not be, you know, this, the mascot, Iron Mouse, it may not have been based off of Iron Pineapple and Indie Mouse, but maybe it was. Excuse you. Wrong move. But in this case, actually, I was watching a Lobos Jr. video, and Lobos Jr. was in a Skype call with the developers themselves as they were promoting their game, talking about their game, Death's Gambit. And yeah, Lobos asking him a bunch of questions about it, chat asking him a bunch of things, and it reminded me of when Lobos had that developer chat while he's playing the game, early game footage, an early game build with the developers of Salt and Sanctuary. He did the same thing with the Salt and Sanctuary developers. He got them in a Skype call and he allowed them to talk about the game while he did some gameplay of an early build, and I'm sure it did pretty good to boost the sales for the game. Like, yeah, have you heard about Death's Gambit? There have been people streaming that game lately. It's coming out in August on PS4 and Steam. I would love to see it come out on handheld consoles, but they say they're optimizing it for PlayStation 4 first. But yeah, it's a 2D Dark Souls, more colorful than Salt and Sanctuary, and possibly also more in-depth combat than Salt and Sanctuary. Salt and Sanctuary had very basic combat, actually. It was a very large game. It had that going for it. While this game is smaller, possibly. Developers say it should take 30 hours to complete, though like a speedrun is 10 hours, they say. Or, you know, maybe they said it was 30 hours too, but I don't really trust them in that. Because it's only got, what has it, 12 bosses in it or something? Alright, finally. Anyways, definitely something to check out. People have been streaming Death's Gambit. I know Fighting Cowboy, they gave him a build. Lobos Jr. Probably others. Oh, damn it. What the hell, you really did you really take me out of live stream with that bullshit? My god. If I end up dying, I'm just gonna call the stream there. Because I'm not spending death medals when I have just 6 death medals. Damn, what is this? I don't have a proper situation going on here. Gotta use some of these healing birds. I want to know just how much damage I took with that stupid jumping machete attack just now. And it always seems whenever you're not able to take a critical hit in Let It Die, they always make the hit critical. The same with Pale Wind. The other day I was fighting Pale Wind and he bubbled me into a trap and it must have taken 90% of my health away, and I wonder just what kind of damage number that was. Must have been 15 or 16,000 by just falling into a trap. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, cool. More rage. I appreciate it. Just checking every nook and cranny. Iron type only floor. Did we unlock this floor? I mean, did we unlock the exits yet? Because I know we've already seen the exit that we need. Okay, there's my answer. We have. And yeah, this is not the right exit. But yeah, Death's Gambit does some interesting things. It looks like a stylish little game, a stylish little indie game reminiscent of Salt and Sanctuary. Because another time it's extremely heavily Souls inspired up till almost, you know, almost being a rip-off of it. Because like you see the starter classes and you know, just the way the game's built. Salt and Sanctuary also seemed a lot like Dark Souls in that you had the starter classes, you had a tutorial boss that was meant to kill you, etc, etc. Okay, this is the right way. And yeah, again, a very small development team. Indie 2D Dark Souls. It bears a lot of resemblance for Salt and Sanctuary is all I'm saying. Might be something to keep an eye out for. And it's coming out quickly, like August already, I believe, this year. I mean, I think it's this year. If they're talking about next year, then I'm completely mistaken. What do we got here? Too many things. There was something interesting that they were mentioning though. Like they were talking about how there were bosses in the game that even they couldn't defeat. And then I'm thinking, god damn it. Would developers stop creating bosses that they can't defeat? It's like the Let It Die developers creating content that they can't defeat. Like the Let It Die developers dying in the top floors in that one top floors challenge they did. And I'd like to see the developers fight their own Forcemen. I'd like to see how they take on those fights. Or the top floors jackals. So whenever I hear developers say, we aren't even able to beat these bosses, then I'm thinking, god damn it. That doesn't necessarily mean this is a tough and challenging but fair game. It may also just mean this is just not a fair game, you know? It's not a well-balanced challenge, a fairly balanced challenge. The Nameless King? You mean that guy who looks like Gwyn, but he rides this Skyhawk? Yeah, I'm streaming. Welcome. I kind of hated that boss the first 20 tries I did against him, but I learned to like him. Who are you? Oh jeez, are you a hunter? I liked a lot of Dark Souls 3 bosses that many people hated. Like, I know a lot of people hate Medir and like the first boss in the Dark Souls 3 DLC, well, the second DLC. I liked them both. I liked all of the DLC bosses, except for that PvP boss. He was just silly. He wasn't challenging at all. Excuse you. Oh man, this is nonsense. I don't want you to break my armor or kill me. Look at that fire damage, that's ridiculous. This has got to be a hunter, right? I can't even tell with this background if his name is Red. Who is this? In any case... Okay, I gotta watch out with the next hit he does against me. Because it's gonna do stupid damage. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Wonder Conflagration, +4. Well, it did damage. Took almost half our health bar in damage in one shot. I don't want to pick it up. But it does seem to do that much damage. So I'm going to take a screenshot. Just to know the info on the damage numbers there. Yeah, there's something about the series in general, a direction it took that it's, you know, that I didn't like very much. They started really balancing the Souls games after Dark Souls 1. They considered Dark Souls 1 to be broken in on many accounts, and they started balancing their games to be fair in player versus player, so everything had to be properly balanced. I liked the unbalanced nature of Dark Souls 1 and how you could straight up one-shot certain bosses with builds and stuff. I could make like really glass cannon one-shot builds. It was a fun aspect of the game. And in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1, I really enjoyed playing Faith builds, throwing lightning bolts. Be like Gwyn. Just in Dark Souls 2 DLC, Faith was nerfed, kind of. Or at least all the enemies seem to have a high resistance to Faith-based attacks. And in Dark Souls 3, Faith got nerfed through the ground. So much so that lightning bolts just, you know, they did so little damage you would wonder why you're even a Faith build to begin with. You know, any kind of physical build, just like raw damage, a raw damage weapon would just like dwarf the damage of the lightning bolts. It's stupid. Yeah, the tier 4 flame wand. That seems like it's gonna be a absolute troll weapon in TDM. Just the worst. Now people actually even have to worry about the damage it does, aside from it breaking your durability. I wouldn't call the games easy. They get easier if you're a veteran of the series. The big difficulty of the Soul games, I believe, is ambiguity. A lot of things in those games are made difficult because the player doesn't know. So it's like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to kill this guy. Oh, he doesn't come back? Oh well. You know, there's there's a lot of things about the Souls games that is easy, but they do make it difficult by making them overly ambiguous in a lot of aspects. But once you learn to deal with it, you know, you learn kind of what Soulsy things to watch out for, and also, yeah, it seems much more difficult than it is the fact that you can lose all of your progress by dying. Like, you lose your souls, you have to go back and pick them up again, and all the enemies respawn. That actually isn't as bad, you know, like even Let It Die has a much more punishing death system than Dark Souls. But then, you know, a lot of modern games these days are extremely forgiving when it comes to deaths. Like, you'll die, and then where did they reset you? Like, less than a minute ago. Like 10 steps ago they reset you. There's like no penalty for death in modern games. I like the design of the weapon, and I like that it's two-handed. It's not terrible. It's a usable weapon, so I'm using it. I kinda wish that the Black Thunder weapon was better though, because most enemies are weak to slashing in the game, so if they hadn't made that weapon so crappy, I would be using the Vajra of Light all the time instead of this. Just for efficiency's sake, because all the enemies are weak to slash. I may be dead. I may die here. What the hell? Oh, it's you. Never mind. Damn. I made a mistake of not buying half portion at the shop when I passed it. I should have bought it. Still, it's bullshit that I got one shot by that one jumping blue machete attack a few levels ago. Also, they're not going to give me any poison haters, are they? I can recover if they give me just one poison hater. Black Thunder weapon is not good. The Black Thunder armor is pretty bad, yeah. It's weak to everything except slashing, which is a damage type you don't necessarily need to worry about very often in the game. What am I doing? I guess it's subjective whether or not you think Black Thunder's weapon is good. The reason I say it's not good is because its combo doesn't necessarily always work you cannot rely on the 4 hits to get the full 4 hit combo. While with at least this weapon, you know, if the first hit makes contact, you're gonna force your enemy to ride out the whole thing without blocking. That's exactly right, Dank. Absolutely agree. I've got decent armor here. 32% increased pierce resist, and the crossbow guys have always been doing absolute nonsense damage to me. But then I need to recover a bit of health. Oh, nice. That'll come in handy against Black Thunder. Oh, watch out. I'll take it, though I probably won't be able to make use of it. Okay, this floor is wood only, so I'll keep an eye out for the snake wood. Might as well pick up some mahogany until I'm 10 out of 10, or at least 10 bits. Like to keep 10 pieces of rare mats at all times. I mean, if my storage will allow it. I'm getting pretty close to maxed out, unfortunately. Alright, not the right exit. So, which way do we have to go? That way. Okay, all the while we're recovering some health. Really need to stop running against ranged enemies though. Oh my god. Really? That small drop is enough to take away health? That's bullshit. Probably lost all the health we recovered over those 3 minutes. A full healing over time snail is like 800 healing. Yeah, what I was getting into, should hope to run into less fierce users and more poison users, actually. That might be a lifesaver. Okay, next floor is going to be the last combat floor, and then that's going to be it. Yeah, I'm going to make this an extremely short stream this week because I'm really tired. And I didn't manage to catch that Let It Die stream, so I really, I'm completely out of the loop to what's going on. So I can't really talk about any news because I probably know less than you guys know about Let It Die at this point of you know, the announced changes to be made and when any kind of new combat content is coming out. I do know next week Monday next week Monday is the reset date for the TDM season, so if anyone wants the latest drill arm plus TDM, what is it, drill arm, drill buster, you know, the drill arm weapon. If anyone wants the best TDM version of that, you'd want to get Diamond this weekend or miss out on it. Okay, so as I was hoping, we've got Candle Wolf, so I can go ahead and recover. I'm quickly gonna go refill my drink. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Did everyone leave? Yeah, random haters appearing out of nowhere. Did anyone play The Evil Within 2? They'll know all about random things appearing out of nowhere. Die, boxes. I hate boxes too. Actually, you made a mistake of not being hardcore. Get wrecked. You're not missing much. Evil Within 1 was much better than Evil Within 2. Evil Within 1 was like, I don't know, Night of the Living Dead or something. Or Army of Darkness. Or Evil Dead. And Evil Within 2 was like, I don't know. It was some kind of zombie remake, or I don't know, Zombieland or something. Don't know where I'm going with this comparison, but they kind of Hollywooded the hell out of the game. They kind of made it a, you know, brainless, mindless, explosive, action-packed adventure. I guess you can see it as going from, what is it, Resident Evil 4 to 5 and 6. They kind of did that with the, you know, that Evil Within game. You are also not hardcore. Congratulations. Get poisoned. Floink. I wasn't a fan of Evil Within 2. They had a couple of interesting concepts, but I vastly enjoy the atmosphere of the original game over the second game. They had a complicated, but I think really deep and meaningful lore in the original game, and they threw all that out of the window because too many people complained that the lore was too convoluted, it didn't make sense, and they didn't understand the lore of the original game. So for the second game, they threw the story out of the window and turned it into a mindless action game, and I really find it a shame that they did such. Hello? Yeah, like, certain games just have a really nice feel to them, or they really portray a very you know, they really get the setting just perfect, and it's believable, you know? You want to live in that world. Skyrim, or like the Fallout worlds. I guess a lot of Elder Scrolls or Bethesda games, get their settings pretty nicely done. Dark Souls also has a really believable world you want to live in. Hollow Knight, also a beautiful world. And I'm liking Anima. The story is confusing though. Come on. And I'm wondering if they want to go to a lot of new directions with the second game. Because it's nice being able to experience the game again through another person's perspective, but I kind of want them to do a couple of new things as well. Cool. That's what I was aiming for. Both of them. Oh, right. Yeah, there seems to be a small renaissance going on for the 2D Metroidvania-esque games, or like 2D hack and slash Dark Souls types. Another non-hardcore. That is weird that I'm going up against so many not hardcores. Like you've got Bloodstained Ritual of the Night coming out soon. I noticed that there's just been another trailer released on the Bloodstained game, another update. They released various trailers on the game, and this one that just came out is a story trailer. So there's story-related information released. Can I mess you up with something? Here, eat it. Hello, Khan. Welcome. I find it ridiculous that the hardcore haters are also so much more tanky than the regular haters. Like, against this guy you're seeing what damage you're supposed to be doing with this gear, you know? And the hardcore haters seem just much tankier. Like, I poison these guys and then they're all dead in one combo. Well, look, this is a hardcore guy. I'm gonna try and one combo this guy. Look at that lack of damage. Oh. The last hit might have crit him though, but he's an attacker. Attackers are glass cannons. He should be taking much more. I mean, I know he's got really tanky decals, but still. Oh, you. Clumsy me. I really can't deal with Kamos guys. They test my patience. Yeah, Magnum Hater can be annoying as well if you get him with another hater. One-on-one is always fun to fight. Come on in. The door's open. Look at him shooting at me from max range and then retreating behind a corner. Blink. Yeah, there are quite a lot of nice, like, indie games or cheaper games coming out. and have come out lately. Definitely quite a lot of alternatives to play if you're getting bored of Let It Die or just want to take a break and put it down for a minute. He could have killed me with that attack. This game, yeah, pretty hard. They've got a lot of ways to bullshit you to death in this game. Oh, you're guarding again, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
I wonder what that is. Yep, what's up? Had a dark tint to it. So Chikumatsu, aluminium only. Okay, here a frog. Excuse me. Get rid of you. Equip you over there. Pick you back up. Actually, where's that frog? I'd like to bring him with me. Wait, no, that's not a frog, that's a scorpion. It's a Sasori. Never mind. Well, the thing is, they seem to identify the things that make people be able to deal with situations and nerf those things specifically. Like these top floors, people used to use poison to get the enemies poisoned, and then they would throw up, and then you could punish them pretty easily. And they have released a big patch where they introduce hardcore haters that have a chance of dropping silver and gold chests with good items in them. Sometimes good items, sometimes really crappy items. But the big deal about those hardcore haters is that they don't puke when they're poisoned. So, yeah, that's the difficulty of this game. They benefit from your death. You can pay a death medal to recover from death. So, yeah. Level 45. What is that? 3 star? 4 star? 5 star ends up at 125. 4 star 100. 3 star 75. 2 star 50. So you must be in War Ensemble zone, fighting against the shooty guys with the snipers and the machine guns and all that jazz. Okay, is this the right way? Better not go the wrong direction now, because, you know, biofuel, need it. Okay, not this way. Let's see. Yeah. Actually, some of the minor gripes I have with the anime game is that the dodge distance is a bit too far for the nameless character, which is the protagonist of the second game, who you control. So whenever you want to avoid an attack, you end up having to dodge to the other side of the level, because the dodge just takes too much distance. There's that. and they still haven't changed the fact that most enemies in the game have ranged attacks, and they just attack you no matter what. If you're behind a wall or an object, it doesn't matter, they just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. And you often have ranged fighters just out of view wherever you're going and whoever you're fighting. So whatever group you're dealing with, there's probably shots coming at you from somewhere, and you're gonna have to get your dodge ready, and that can be annoying at times. Also, a lot of enemies in the second game of Anima have hyper armor. Like, they don't care if you punch them, they won't stagger at all. Though I think the Nameless has a countermeasure to that. He's got that Thanatos mode that makes all of his attacks have breaker properties, and I think that's what you're supposed to use against those. Whenever you're in Thanatos mode, they start caring about your attacks. Oh, you mean you subscribe? Cool. Welcome to the club. I'm not putting up as much Let It Die as I used to, because I'm also just not playing the game as much as I used to, but I am working on my Let's Play and try and upload those regularly, where I give just general tips about the game. And if you're interested in strategies of dealing with certain bosses, just go back and check my Let's Play. Go to the past Let's Play episodes, and anything you're having trouble with, try and find it. Or you could just write a comment on one of my videos, and I'll try and reply to you in a timely manner. Though I haven't been able to reply to any chats recently, because I just haven't had time, and I've been a bit tired. That's the wrong way. Actually, what am I doing with the start-stop running? I should run out my stamina and recover quicker that way. I guess we only now are stuck at dead ends. They've all been new rooms so far, so it's kind of dangerous to run into a new room running out your stamina. Oh lovely, Camus. Oh jeez. Come on, shoot me. This guy's not hardcore. There've actually been a surprising amount of non-hardcore fighters on this floor. More than usual. Oh shit, 2 non-hardcore. Oh man, I want to use the rage move against you guys. Whatever. Having issues. Okay, we've gone. Do what you want. I'm immortal. Next. They almost never use their other weapon, that's for sure. But when they do, you're usually not prepared for it, and they completely destroy you with it. Unfortunately for me, it's pretty often a blunt weapon, which is just what my armor's weakness is. So whenever they do catch me with it, they'll often use their like L1 attack, that the sweeping wide hit. And I've been killed by that quite a few times. Oh, hello. Oh. Cool. Got ya. Aluminium. Just gonna check them all, see if there's anything in there. Actually, have I got a good stash of that? Yeah, good enough. Mother of Jackal. Alright, I think we're done here. Oh, hello. Perfect. Just in case we're not done here, that's a good healing one. I'll be using that in a minute. If we've got any more combat to go, but probably not. As I thought, we are done. So we did get one shop, and I was probably distracted by something, so I didn't really mention it, but I think the one shop we got replaced the only other oil floor that there is in this. So Takaihi is in the 40 to 50 bracket. There are only 2 oil floors of this whole thing. There's only 2 floors with oil only, and thus only 2 floors where you can find biofuel. Takaihi in the middle of the screen there, which was replaced for us with a shop today, is oil only, and Fuwa is an oil only ending. Oil only tryptamine D room. So I'm hoping to find a slice of biofuel here, otherwise regret, I guess. Mineral, chemsynth, nope. Unfortunately, no biofuel today. Oh well, better luck next week, I guess. Well, it's good kill coins at least. And the milk purple. I very much appreciate those milk purples, because I'm upgrading the pale wind stuff. Requires a lot of milk purple. Might as well pick up some crude. And what about the mineral oil? 10 of that. That'll do. It's all good. I've got a bunch of pointless items on me, but they're, in my mind, just as pointless as the oil lying around on this floor. If it's not biofuel, it's worthless. Actually, I've mentioned this before and people have agreed with me that Let It Die Right Now is a game to be not played. You actually have a much higher chance of getting rare materials if you don't play the game. And by not playing the game, I mean just log in every day, look at your hernia machine, see if it has kill coin offers for rare materials, and log in every Monday to check the TDM weekly diamond reward handout. The 2 platinum bags you get for being diamond free have top tier materials in them. So you actually, there's a much, it's much more time effective to just log in quickly and check what's in the hernia than to be actually playing the game. Because again, as you saw, this is the norm, actually going to the top floors and not finding even a single bit of the material that you need. I mean, we were lucky with the purple drop, but I have been getting a stupid amount of war and DoD purple, which I don't really need. So there's that. It's a bit demoralizing. You're going to floor 50 and they drop you the wrong purple and you didn't find a single of that resource that you need a stupid amount of to upgrade anything that you want to upgrade. Like, I saw a screenshot of the requirements. What was it? The jackal chest armor, the second tier of the jackal armor. It required 7 pieces of carbon fiber to upgrade once, and it'll probably cost the same every upgrade level. 7 carbon fiber to upgrade once. It's ridiculous. You could spend a whole day playing Let It Die, going to the top floor carbon fiber reward room, I should say top floor cloth only reward room, Neri, floor 49 Neri. You could spend a whole day going up there, and I have in the past, and not find a single carbon fiber. So what do you need to do? Literally invest a whole week, day and night, farming up, climbing to floor 49, looking for carbon fiber. How much are you going to find? 2? 3? So it takes 2 whole weeks of mindless grinding in tough content to get enough materials to upgrade one thing once, like 1 piece of armor. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Yeah, I think I'll sell that weapon. It's unfortunate. They should up the drop rate of those materials to the extreme and stop bullshitting everyone. Because yeah, do they really think people are gonna keep playing their game if they don't find, if it takes them just years to upgrade their gear? Like, hey, I'm working on upgrading this gear, I guess I'll spend the next few months doing that. That's fun. Yeah, I don't think they will, Animeme. I don't think they will make you go 10 floors every time. I'm sure there's going to be just an elevator at floor 51. Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess I'll show off my, my stuff, my weapons.
Oh, welcome back.
So I'll quickly go over what I'm planning to upgrade and what I'm not. Anything from the Jackals I'm not planning to upgrade at all. I will be upgrading the Executioner's Ride A and the Executioner's Ride AZX whenever I'm completely done upgrading the Pale Wind armor, because this also costs Milk 44 CE, which I'm using to upgrade Pale Wind. Probably not going to upgrade the Spiked Glove because it costs carbon fiber. There are way too much things that cost carbon fiber. That thing still needs upgrading. There are a lot of things that I don't want to upgrade anymore. Technically this could be upgraded. I've got a good amount of beryllium, reversal, dot purple, oxygen. That amount of materials actually justifies this being upgraded another stage. Is there anything else that I could use dot purple on though? Might as well. I'll upgrade that one stage. It's good. What else is there? Oh yeah, I'd love to upgrade the Murderer's Hockey set some more, but of course it costs carbon fiber, and I'm spending all my carbon fiber on priority Pale Wind. My top priority for upgrade is Forceman gear. Forceman weapons and armor, because when you have good Forceman weapons and armor upgraded, there's really no need to go back to anything else, because there's a lot of endurance challenges in this game They require you to be using weapons that won't break after a few hits. Into the pit, I think you spend half a weapon's durability bar going through the cycles of Into the Pit if you're using a normal weapon. Going from 40 to 50 you cannot do with a regular weapon. It would break way before you reach 50, so you have to bring multiples with you. I never had to go floor 40 plus without having access to a Forceman weapon, because I did White Steel as soon as he came out and got access to the Spike Crusher. So I can't imagine what people's experience is like going to floor 50 without a Forceman weapon. It will probably break really quick. Like, the developers did a stream once where they were going 40 to 50 and they didn't even make it 2 floors far. Their first weapon broke. Like, they had a blue machete, battle machete E +4, and it didn't even last 2 floors. Oh yeah, I've been upgrading the legs. Oh yeah, I can get it maxed out here. Nice. I've got the last piece of milk purple. I need to upgrade this. Huh. Okay, I think I'll do that. Make some room in the bank. The chest and hats are far behind on upgrade level though. Okay, this doesn't cost milk purple to get it its next upgrade level, so I think I will throw all my milk purple at the legs. There we go.
Let's take a look.
And of course that means I can start purchasing it, because it will be strong enough to justify the purchase. 2,457. Let's see what the rest has. 2457. Come on then, let me go. 2457 versus 2369. 2358. Okay. So it's got like the Pale Wind armor, the legs have like 100 defense more than the next best thing, almost. Which is a substantial increase compared to the increase of the previous Forceman. Red Napalm to Black Thunder is only an increase in about 10 points of defense, which is not that big of a deal. What do we got here then? 3459 versus 3442. Yeah, same story here. And the White Steel is 3281. So 3442. Okay, so White Steel is by far the weakest of the Forcemen. Each armor piece being a few hundred points of defense weaker for, I guess, the chest and legs than Red Napalm and Black Thunder. However, the increase between Red Napalm and Black Thunder is negligible, so they're both in the same tier of strength, you could say. While Pale Wind is noticeably higher with 100 points of defense more. So it's not as big as of a difference than the White Steel to Red Napalm Black Thunder. So I guess on a to 10 rating, if you rate Pale Wind as a 10, White Steel would be a, what, 6 or something? And Red Napalm, Black Thunder would both be 8. So, or 8.5, yeah. Those guys would be 8.5. Pale Wind is 10, and White Steel is 6. So, out of 10, the rankings, White Steel 6 out of 10, Red Napalm, Black Thunder 8.5 out of 10, and Pale Wind 10 out of 10. Of course, it's not the strongest armor you can get in the game, but the strongest armor you can get in the game becomes the weakest armor in the game after getting hit 10 times. So I don't care about that nonsense. Things are going well. I mean, I'm just finishing off really the stream. Not planning to go up again. Still
Come back anytime.
We had a good run. Got the right type of purple metal, a type I'm looking for, the milk purple. Milk purple and candlewolf purple are two that I will accept. I would love to upgrade things costing those. War and dot I don't care about too much. I've had too much of those already. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the stream. Have a great weekend, everyone. Remember to get diamonds for the TDM drill arm. Good luck with that. Hope you don't die of boredom. Defense or durability? I think every Forceman armor has the same durability when maxed out. I'll check the durability. The rankings I gave are for defense. I'll check the durability, but I've got a feeling they're all the same. I'm just going to compare the things I've got at +4, although things that are not at +4 are probably the same, to be honest. Okay, 11,375. 11,375, yeah. All Forceman gear has the same durability level in the same category. So all Forceman chests have the same durability, all Forceman legs have the same durability, and hats the same. But as with everything in this game, the hat is the weakest, will break first, the legs follow, and then the chest is the most durable piece.
Come back anytime.
Alright. So yeah, take care everyone, happy farming to diamond, and see you all next week.